internet. Well, I am like really pushing it this time. I honestly wasn't gonna do it, but I can't sleep and it's Tuesday night. So why not just play with makeup and floof, stop. Then I can see what's in BoxyCharm, because apparently I can't open up a box unless I'm filming it. I don't know why that's a rule now, but apparently it's a rule. And this is my life now. So I hastily did research. I mean, I watched a video, and I'm probably gonna go against everything this channel stands for by merely suggesting that it's not the government controlling our weather. I know, don't click off, guys, you know. Just, oh, and I also found this when I was cleaning my room a few days ago, and I was like, oh, that seems cool. So, I guess I'll play with that now. Oh, it's behind me now. Look at me being organized. Just so you know, that is the extent to my organization. Anyway, I watched a random video. Was it this morning or whatever? I don't even know why it popped up on my feed. But probably because I was talking about the weird weather. Yeah, I did leave a comment on Heather's video about the weird weather that Dallas had, where I was watching the storm chasers, I guess like 5 hours before, because we were supposed to get the storm, I think they said around midnight, and they were predicting tornadoes like literally in the middle of January, and I'm just like, Texas, yo. So as far as I know, Dallas had a couple of tornadoes, and then the next day at around, I think it was 10, my friend Angie, who lives in that area, posted that it was snowing. And I was like, it's Texas. Twisters one night, snow the next. So, and I know there's a channel that I follow, which I haven't really seen lately. I don't know, I might have been blocked because usually I would comment that it's not the government, you know, it's just springtime here in Texas. This is what happens. And I don't know. I really need to look the channel up, because it's an interesting channel, but it's all about weather, or, you know, they track the storms and such. And, oh, and I found clean brushes too. Did I say that? Brand new set of brushes that I didn't even know I had. I think I got them in Ipsy. Anyway, random. But me trying to, you know, delay, because I, again, don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But it's midnight on a Tuesday, and I usually release the videos around noon. So let's hope my Wi-Fi cooperates with me. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the weather, the weird weather. And this channel was always, you know, how it's the government doing it, when, you know, I can understand that the government does some shady stuff. It really does. But are they really responsible for it? So anyway, the video that I saw this morning, that I will, of course, if I remember, and I'm, you know, not too hopped up on cold medicine, which I really should be, because maybe I would actually sleep tonight instead of waking up feeling like I'm drowning. Drowning, how am I supposed to pronounce it? I don't know. Anyway, so, and I'm probably not going to do anything like really outlandish. Well, I don't know. What kind of look do we do at midnight in Texas on a Tuesday? We'll see. Anyway, sparkly. My God. I'm not a beauty guru. Don't even go there. I think I screwed it up already. Oh well. and just wash it off. So it was, of course, from suspicious observers when they're talking about solar flares and stuff like that, and how that they affect the weather. And I probably should have looked at my app before, because I actually downloaded an app so I could keep track of this stuff, because it did say that we did actually have some solar flares enough to register or whatever, and on that night or that day that we had those weird storms, which thankfully I don't think we got any tornadoes in our area. Maybe some like really bad winds, because there's been like trees down damage, but as actual twisters coming through, no. Which, kind of thankful for. I mean, I could actually explain the condition of my house once and for all with, it looks like a tornado ran through it, but that's just not the way it is. I guess I'm gonna have to actually get off my ass and clean my house for once. And I really don't want to do that, because that involves a lot of scrubbing and a lot of dusting, but I also don't want to live in filth either, so there's that. Yeah, I'm still trying to, like, mildly figure out this look. So, let's start with a boring look, I guess. But anyway, the video they had talked about some pretty interesting solar storms around Katrina, and I probably should have done more research and actually looked up on the app where, like, what kind of activity we had during Harvey, I think was the last one, which I purposely downloaded the app so that when hurricane season did come, I could actually, try to predict based on what they're saying, because they had said that the solar storms in 2014, maybe 15, I think, had a lot to do with the amount of hurricanes and tsunamis that were going on around. And I'm like, well, it's kind of understandable, I guess, but whereas that other channel was like, oh, it's the government messing with our weather, it's bioengineering or something like that, and I'm like, is bioengineering even a thing? Does it even have to do with the weather? I don't know. There's so many big words coming out now, and I can't keep up with it all, guys. I really can't. So if, I just sounded like an idiot there, that's cool. It's midnight, I'm tired, and I want to play with makeup, which, ironically, I'm not really doing much of, am I? Because I thought I was going to be able to really talk about this, but I don't really know, because, can I get, like, examples of the government messing with our weather? Because that was, like, the thing. And she did a really good job of constantly covering the weather. And I don't know why she's not popping up on my feed anymore, other than the fact that, my feed is, after they did the whole COPPA thing or whatever, it kind of went really wonky for a while. And, like, when I had first started YouTube, I kind of, I went to grow streams, not specifically to grow the channel, but to actually get my feed up, because, there's so many unboxings and makeup tutorials you can watch without just being like, that's cool. And, well, I do have favorites, and there are people that I love to watch. Again, there are so many unboxings you can watch before you're just like, I don't care. So, I mean, it is what it is. Don't hate. It's no hate against nobody. Because, maybe that's why my BoxyCharm has been sitting here for almost a week, and I'm just like, whatever. It's makeup. Whatever. I don't care. So, if you wanted this whole video to be about weird, weather stuff, and it's probably going to turn into like rants about YouTube and weather and, stuff like that. But anyway, random weather. It's the middle of January and they are predicting 70s all week. I mean, I ain't going to complain because there are certain people on my Facebook friends list that I believe back in September or maybe even October, they would be like, it doesn't even feel like fall. I wish it was colder. And I was that bitch that did an angry react. I'm like, no, you never wish for it to be colder. No, ew. Who wishes for it to be colder? I can see in the summertime when it's like 100-something degrees, but, don't ever wish for it to be colder. Like, ew. Nobody wants that. I mean, like, okay, maybe, and the, Christmas was like, I think, 70-something degrees. I could have dealt with it being like 50 degrees, so it would have been feeling like Christmas. But 30 degrees? No, ew. That's not fun. Especially for the grown-ups that have to be outside in it and, doing stuff like that. But from what I saw, I will try to get back to, the solar flares and stuff like that. I do recall people are saying that the sun is going into a cooling mode because, the whole global warming and stuff like that, when other people are saying it's actually quite the opposite. We're supposed to be going to a grand solar minimum, but they are saying that while it has been quiet solar flare-wise in the last couple of years, it is supposed to have kind of pick up a little bit more in 2020, which, that seems cool and all. I guess I'll keep track of it. And I do remember at least a couple of years ago where we would get alerts for, I do remember hearing it on the news, where they were saying that, the phones and stuff would be affected due to high solar storms or something like to that effect. And it was really weird that it affected my cable and cell phone and stuff. But I don't know. This is a really hard one to talk about, guys. It's a very random one. I wish I'd have done more research, but technically there's not really that much research you can do on it, because nobody's trying to connect the dots as to whether or not, or at least I haven't been able to find it, that the solar flares and solar storms, which I guess are two different things, can affect our weather. Now, does the government do it? I would also question it, with the whole chemtrail thing. But I know that during hurricanes, sometimes they say that, planes fly in there, and I don't know if I saw it on a conspiracy video or the actual news, but I do remember hearing, it might have been Katrina, where I guess after a storm is a certain size, they try to dump something in it to weaken it or something like that. I wish I could remember where I heard that from. But again, it's been years. So there's that. And again, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to put the thought out there that, I don't know, kind of it might actually be something other than the government. Which, I mean, again, the government does some shady stuff. I will give you that. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to do green or purple or both? Because I've just like pretty much put a bunch of sparkles on my eyes and I don't know where I'm going with this situation. But then I just realized that I'm probably going to have to put a little flannel on so that I can tell the difference between these videos and the thumbnails and stuff. So yeah, there's a random YouTube secret right there. And the one thing that's, you know, kind of bugs me is that I'm going to have to put on an actual pair of pants because I may or may not be filming in my pajamas right now. So, but y'all don't want to see my pajama bottoms in my Black State Charm video. So I'm going to have to actually put on pants. But I'm not putting on shoes or socks, just so you know, because, yeah, this is going to be a weird one. So, we did have 2 solar flares, which they did not say anything about actual solar storms, but they were solar flares. And I don't really know about the whole region thing that they had discussed on the app because I didn't really check it out. But there was a little, what do you call it? You know the little triangle thingy that I guess will go off if there's like an alert? Which I guess that's the same thing in case there's like a bad enough solar storm to affect our electronic devices and stuff. Which I guess now that I downloaded the app, it might go off one day and I'm gonna be like, why the hell is my phone buzzing? Because my phone is silent so much now, so it was quite odd. I had my phone on silent for so long and I had to do something, and somehow it turned on like my messenger sound, and I had heard the messenger ding because, you know, I'm in a couple of group chats, and that scared the crap out of me. I was like, what is this? So yeah, but yeah, these are thoughts of Spanky's as she is sick, and I'm quite hot right now, so I'm really wishing I could turn on the air conditioner. But is it global warming? I don't really know. I don't think so, honestly. But and here I just have a basic purple eyeshadow look. So it's looking pretty okay right now. So me being who I am, I'm thinking maybe I should just go ahead and add the green. Because I don't know when to stop, right? But yeah, what do you guys think? Because, you know, I can't believe I've just literally rambled on for 17 minutes and I'm just like, Yeah. Should I turn on my air conditioner? Meanwhile, T is just like, shut up. Because she's probably cold. I think I went too far. Wait, maybe I can try to do an eyeliner looking. Or did I do that? Oh, what am I doing? I messed that up, guys. I think I did. Why do I do this to myself? I will actually be happy with a thumbs down because I'm delirious. I probably should have taken cold medicine and just went to bed, but I was like, nah. I want to play on the internet with some makeup because why not? Now my eyes just look green. That was not a good brush for trying to do a glitter liner. Oh well. That's like a very thick line. I don't even think y'all can see that, but whatever. Ew, I just gouged the hell out of that. My bad. I don't know, Mickey Mouse crap stuff. I don't know if I should even do this, but you can't really see that, can you? That's probably for the best. Maybe I should be brave one day and just actually kind of try to do this entire line, but it's always looked weird on me for some reason. I don't know why. Also, is that like a regional thing? Where some people do that? Because I was like never taught to do that. It was always like at the most the smudge. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's... Is it one of those rules where it's supposed to be like the shape of your eyes or something like that? I can't remember. But then again, I really never like looked into the whole rules of makeup either. But yeah, what did you guys do all week while, I tried to survive? I basically have been taking naps and eating as needed, dragging myself off the couch to wash some dishes, throw some food on the stove, and, it's pretty much been my life, guys. It's been an interesting week. And I have to admit, I do recall telling Trish, I was like, I never thought that this could honestly be the flu. And if it is, it's probably what they call the sleeping flu, where all you want to do is sleep, because that's all I want to do is sleep. And you run the temperature and all that fun stuff. But I guess it could be better. It's better than the other version of the flu, which I don't think I've even had that version, but it sounds horrifying, where you lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time, and it's hard to stay hydrated. But yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, is stay hydrated through all of this, because you can't stay hydrated when you're sleeping. But yeah, I can't believe that, I just gave you guys 21 minutes of nonsense, and I wish it was more, but, this is pretty much what I get to think about when I'm sleeping most of the time. So, but I just wonder, and now I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that one channel. It was a very interesting channel, but she was very religious as well, so that might have been why she blocked me too. But I don't know, maybe she didn't block me. I don't know, 22 minutes, oh my god, guys. I guess I'll put some pants on and find out what Boxy sent me, because there's a lot of chatter in the Facebook groups that Boxy did a lot of people wrong this month. And the only spoiler I really know about is there's supposed to be an ugly palette, and maybe a Too Faced product. I don't know, but there's even conspiracies over the Too Faced product. So people are not happy with Yosef. So I don't know if there was really much of a topic this month, and that I have papers flying around across my room. This is very strange. I try not to be alarmed. My house is not haunted. At least not this room, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna, hopefully talk about spooky soon too. But yeah. I don't think this was really more of an actual topic, but more of like a check-in saying, yeah, I am still alive, and, I'm trying to get better. Hopefully I will be prepared more for next week. I did have some requests to talk about volcanoes and stuff, and I was hoping to have something like that, but quite honestly, I haven't had much energy to, really do much. So, yeah, there's that. So, I'm gonna go and, play with other makeup and see how wrong Yosef did me this month. And I guess y'all can laugh at me in a few days. I don't know. I don't care. Talk to you later, Internet. Bye, Internet!